They came in and wiped out a unit.
Yeah.
Which is great. But if you can stop them coming on by turn 2, then it's just 5 points you can put elsewhere. So that's the toss. Because 5 points is a lot of points.
It is.
And I made the mistake.
5 out of 40.
I should have been blocking off the centre of the board to push you out, not the middle, not the edges of the board to push you in.
I was actually surprised that you used these two. So.
Well, see, I've used them before, and I must admit, I placed it back there. And it forced one unit to isolate over here.
Okay.
Which meant it was perfect to come in on the flank and rear end them.
Right, so why did you end up putting this one here?
I misjudged the distance, is the long and short of it. But, yeah, I like having barricades, because there's no reason for me to put swamps down, because you'll just ignore them with the cards. Corpse piles don't benefit a men's list as well as they do a normal free folk list. Because I'm relatively high in morale, so it's... So Weirwood Trees is more what I want to go for. So that was one mistake I made. Another one I made was deploying within 12 of these guys. With the shift. So I just took way too many barrages on my leader unit.
So this unit has been a sleeper unit for me actually. A lot of people underestimate them because they only hit in force. But because once you take the money backs, the first time that they lob those shots, it's actually quite lethal.
I think the thing is, like, for a Targaryen list, you only really want the horses.
Not really.
Well, for your base cards, right?
Okay, so Targaryen, I've noticed that you need, you basically want 2 zones in there. So sometimes it's the horses, sometimes it's something else.
Yeah, so it depends on your ends you're using your commanders.
Yes.
So, well, I mean, it gives them a little bit of, there's always something on the board I don't want you to have. And I almost completely ignored the horses for this so far, just to try and block you off, you know, the money bags or whatever. But yeah, it's nice. I was wondering if you'd be a bit low on presence, because obviously your Dothraki don't have great defence.
Nope.
But these guys just, you can just, especially against free folk, just charge them head first in.
That's true. That's true.
With Selmy, without Selmy, they'd be like, what? On one model? No models?
They would have lost 5 more individuals.
Yeah, so they'd be gone.
Yeah, they did. So Selmy's order actually rescued that unit.
And because a fort isn't that scary. Like a fort isn't.
No, it's not.
For me, with a man with no sundering, it's actually quite appealing to go against. So it's not undefeatable, especially if you flank them.
That's right. The Targaryen has very, very little in terms of defense, but they're really good on the offense.
I did consider turning off Baratheon with your grit, but I needed those extra wounds, and I got the double attack on the steer, which is very rare for a unit of trackers. So MVPs for landing charges and killing guys. But
this was a good move, because just D3, the first one I was like, if this happens again, I'm dead. That's why eventually I took that risk, because I thought, if I don't do that, you're going to charge me in the flank, you're going to kill them anyway. So it was a gamble, right? If you rolled the 3, for example, I would be down to 1 rank. I wouldn't be able to.
Well, they'd already attacked, so that's the thing. So if you didn't activate them, they wouldn't have been able to attack again.
Yep, but you had that card. What did you call
the one bit where, so if you activate them, I get to.
Yeah.
But that's only for that turn.
But it was a perfect play.
Yeah, I know it was a perfect. I was setting up for it. That's why I pulled these guys back. So you have to.
Yeah.
Do something, but failing that, oh god! I mean, that's what it always comes down to. It was that roll. If I'd have passed, they would have died. I don't know what would have happened afterwards, because I don't know why you didn't charge these, because they melt like butter.
There's not much point, only because I think that was more urgent for me.
Probably. Yeah. I was expecting you to charge and then overrun. I'm like, just.
I don't think in one charge I could, because you've got weaken on it, and they've only got 7 attacks. So 7 plus 3 or 4 is 11. You'd still be limping away on 1 wound, and that's enough to hold my entire flank down. But then again, I did remove 1, so that actually would have, if everything went my way.
Yeah, it would have been hard though, I admit.
It's tough. No, it's not right.
It's rare playing. I mean, I've never played with so few cards. I didn't. Like, you milled my deck kill, and then I never touched the letters, which normally, because I think the money bags did a really good job there of. I just ignored the letters, which I've never done. I mean, I took it once and I replaced it just to get these guys in position. I've never done that before.
So if you actually took the letters, what I would have done is actually I would start playing these more. Only because if I chop your hand full of 5 cards, you'd be cursing.
Yeah, but you got a perfect roll. You got a 6.
I got lucky.
Yeah, that is exactly what you want.
I got lucky. I got really, really lucky there.
But and you hadn't even used Old activation-y dude. So.
Yes. So the reason why I was sitting on him mostly was because I was thinking, look, depending on how this goes, if he fails, I'll just activate this guy and use his once per game ability, and then reactivate this guy and hopefully get him out of Mance's counter charge.
I'm sad I couldn't stop those feet. Because I could have just done exactly what I did over here, over there.
Yeah.
And it would have been maybe better.
Do you feel that, you know, leaving that unit out, what are they called?
The spear wives.
Spear wives out, it impacted your ability to hit?
Yes, so only because of my bad terrain placement. If I had placed this here, you can't get 4 units here. Right? So you would have had to put one there or put one on the side. At which point, as soon as they've activated on the flank, I appear behind you, and it's not my activation, so I can just charge in. So I really messed up there. I think you have to play the terrain with spear-wise better, and I've learnt that. I mean, they hit pretty hard on the charge, which is exactly what they do when they come in.
They sunder?
On the charge, yeah.
Wow.
Hitting on 4s though and 7s, but I mean you can buff things up in various other ways.
Okay, I feel the Mance. I mean, I've only had 1 game with him so far.
People don't play him much.
he feels quite the control kind of commander.
He is, yeah. He's a proper control commander, which is rare for free folk.
Yeah.
I mean, he's suffered a bit on the 1.5. I think it's on 1.4 changes.
1.5. Yeah. Oh, okay.
With not having to take his own.
Okay.
But I still find that it's not really what you use it for. You use it to do setups where they've only got 2 and they have to either take an attack or take a wound.
Yep.
Which is what I did with the giant before. If you'd have activated something, the giant would have wiped these out.
Right.
And even if you charged him, and if he survived, he would have hit back even angrier and probably decimated this unit. So
that would have been disastrous for me. I was actually very afraid that the giant would actually get into my Elite. Because you just melt through them like butter.
I'm gonna be honest, I charged him forward and then I read the card and I realised I'd got them both mixed up. Because I thought, aha, if he activates so and so, I'll charge in or I'll just deal wounds. And then it was, makes a melee attack. I thought, balls! But thankfully you didn't do whatever I was scared of.
Well, good play though.
No, it was a good game.
Yes.
I've learnt to fear the Stormcrows. The Unsullied also aren't quite as scary as I thought they would be. They're probably about the same in my eyes as Berserkers. I've had Berserkers rip me as hard as these guys have. These guys stick around, especially with Soulmate. Oh, they're so sticky. But they're expensive, so it's fair.
I just realised as well, I've marked the unit. I would have even rolled more dice. I would have rolled 12 dice.
For what, sorry?
For that unit Unsullied attacking your marked unit.
You roll more when you attack them? Oh, of course, your Nightly Vow, yes.
Nightly Vow, yes. Yeah. I totally forgot about it. Yikes.
So, yeah, but I lost a lot of points with the Spearwives, so I feel like...
And not only that, but also you gave me 1 additional activation.
Oh my God, that's high.
Yes, which is very important. So this is their downside. I think... I put them in a list, they did amazing, I was like, I'm never taking them out. But now I realise, they
only work in certain lists.
Yeah, and if other people want horses, which you do, especially with these guys, they might never see the board, so
I was actually really afraid that you would take the horses. That's why when you played that card to prevent me from taking the swords, I dropped him on the horses.
I was hoping you were going to go crown and be like, haha, panic test!
Nah! That one's more critical. But thank you for the game.
No, it was a good game, thank you.